club with family, and they were like, "We don't like this film." I was like, "Oh,
Really?
I quite liked it." I don't.
And we're live.
Oh, okay.
No, we can still talk about Green Mile.
Oh, okay.
I think your family like Green Mile.
I think they just weren't prepared for like the supernatural kind of stuff on it, and they thought they were going in to watch more of a. And there is sort of race elements of the film, but it's not a race film. And some of the people were like, "Oh, I thought the executions were too much." I'm like, it's the Green Mile. Like,
Yeah, right.
it's part of the story. It's also very long.
Yeah.
And I didn't think it needs to be that long. It's like 3 and a bit hours, and you're like, "Oh, this is a long film."
Does that one have like a good ending? I don't remember. It's like Stephen King books are usually like, they just kind of stop.
It has a weird ending because it starts with, I mean, I've not read the book, but it starts in an old folks' home, then it goes back in time, and then it ends in the old folks' home, and you find out that, spoilers for the Green Mile, everyone, that Paul has been alive for like 120 years because John Coffey like gave him life.
Yeah.
Took life away from someone and gave it to him. And now he's just in an old folks' home, and the mouse is still alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a twist.
I know.
So, what happened last time?
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zook has star charts I've got written down. And we talked about the moons and like because each moon is aligned with like a dragon mark.
Yep.
And they were talking about the 13th moon, which vanished, and like perhaps maybe the observatory's looking for that. We don't know.
I'm dying.
You're dying.
I mean,
we're not quite there yet.
so Zook gave us some invisibility potions. That's what I wrote
Who
in
the
my
fuck
notes.
is Zoo?
Zook.
Zook, our gnome friend from the observatory.
Zoo. Oh yeah, the fit but crazy one.
The fit crazy one, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Why didn't you say that?
I'm sorry. So the fit crazy guy with invisibility potions.
Carefully crafted well.
So we decide. Is there anything more before we decided to go down?
Well,
the
so
trapdoor?
I've got written the Arcanix wizards might be looking into planar travel. I've written that down. Also, I mean, this is from like 2 sessions ago, but we think the Way or Ivan has already been here. Is a potential thing. But then we went down into the depths of this place, which is really big. It's really big downstairs.
Yeah, it is, and we opened all the doors. I remember that.
We?
Mm-hmm.
You try to open the door, rolled a natural 1, didn't open a door, opened all the doors. Which, Mateus,
Yep.
brilliant move.
Well, yeah. We'll see.
And then we explored down. We fought something, which we beat.
For a big gooey acidy thing. So there's like stuff used for like spells, holding like crystal magic and stuff, which sees it's like the what's the word? The offcuts, not the offcuts. Like it's what's left over once the magic is used is like sewage magic. There was a big oozy creature which destroyed my elven chain.
Yep.
My AC is now dropped so low.
Rolled a critical hit, I believe. That's why it did that.
Roll critical hit. Then I disintegrated that bastard. Then all the doors opened. Then there was... someone's being attacked or there's fighting. Wait, why have we gone in here again?
We heard the sound of someone being, or something humanoid-ish,
Yeah.
kind of in the middle of fighting.
Yeah.
And we were like, we need to go down and help that person. And we were kind of invisibly stealthing through,
Yeah.
because there are lots of these very terrifying things around.
They're like silhouettes, ghosty things, but with like,
Yeah, and
light faces.
and that didn't go so well.
Mm-mm-mm.
And now we're in the middle of fighting them,
And
and
a Yeti's coming. Bruce. Is his name Bruce?
I think so, right?
Is that right? Is his name Bruce?
Paul is what I've
Paul.
written down.
There we go. It's in
yeah,
all of these
and-
words I've written somewhere.
And it's real bad. And
Real bad.
Fennec and I were blinded and surrounded. Then Fennec has gone unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least 5 more of these things in the initiative order before any of us get to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
real bad.
I think that's kind of. I think Inkblot is still invisible. No.
No, I can't be
No.
invisible.
Okay.
I've used several spells.
Okay.
It says I'm concentrating on something, but I think that was my spectral beastie thing, which is now gone. So I shouldn't be. Oh, now I'm concentrating on 2 things. How do I get rid of concentration? Oh, that's how. Cool. Got a
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. It's for some reason it's grappled. I don't know why. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then
Well. Yeah.
Paul's burst through.
Yeah, so we pick up where we left off, where as you were fighting these strange kind of beacons of light on kind of 2 legs that were walking everywhere and seemingly were just sucking out all of the warmth in the room, almost feeding off of it. Point of fact, actually, Inkblot, maybe you would be able to see this, kind of spot this. There's a kind of a sheen of ice that's gathering over Fennec at this point, slowly, almost kind of starting to entomb him.
Good.
But as you were fighting, midway through, you kept hearing fighting and howling and roaring coming from deeper below, from the complex, and we pick up as Paul the Yeti, the hulking creature with the white fur, the icy simian eyes are just peering towards you, Inkblot, peering towards the room itself. It seems to be a fair bit wounded. It seems to have done battle already. You can spot some intelligence in his eyes. He is not completely feral. He is stopped at this point, trying to get a sense of what is happening in this room. So as he enters the initiative,
Oh fuck.
we turn back to our cold light walkers. And this one will also go towards Stan. 10, 15. Yep. Just entering here, and we'll do its attack against Stan.
I believe it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Alright.
Good.
So, a wisdom saving throw would be a 14.
Fail.
So, yeah, it loses its attack. Is that right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, it doesn't... Seemingly, there's some energy that just kind of makes it... Its hands just kind of fall limp next to its body, but the light beaming out of its kind of the face hole there is still... I mean, you can see it even through your closed eyes. It's just a constant light just burning in. With that, we turn to the next one. That one will also make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
And that one will be a 21.
That does succeed.
That will be 2 attacks. And those will be with advantage because you are blind. So that's 24 to hit.
Yeah.
And 31 points of bludgeoning and cold damage.
Okay.
And the second attack, and at this point you, Inkblood, watch as this frozen kind of ray of cold just emerges from the middle of the face there and hits Stan, or hopefully misses Stan, actually. Stan, kind of reeling from the last hit, manages to dodge the other one with a 17, which I believe misses. With that, we have Fennec making a death saving throw.
You got this.
Yeah. Can one use saving face?
What did you roll?
No, I haven't done it yet. Chill.
Oh.
That's 5 plus 1 plus 5. It's an 11, apparently. So you're fine with that? Barely? You have to get over 10, right?
Great.
I haven't played
Do
it.
things add to a death saving throw?
Yeah, what's adding to it?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about this as well. Let's quickly Google.
Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth, team.
Unless it's a paladin thing, like your aura now
Ooh.
stretches to death
Oh, it's
saves.
a saving throw, so they're +5, right? Because it's all saving throws.
It says, unlike other checks and saving throws, you don't apply your modifiers to a death save.
What about paladin aura?
Yeah, or a vitality.
Oh, let me see if I can Google this as well.
So, yeah, it looks like that's what's been updated.
So somebody says, a death save is in fact a save, so bonuses to all saves, in quotation marks, apply to them as well. The wording in that save seems to make them special, but it's only in the fact that your proficiency bonus is not added, nor are they tied to a specific ability. So I think it should... The aura should go. Aura of protection, maybe? Is that what you have?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Alright, so that's a +5.
Yeah.
And then a +1, where's that coming from? That is...
Well, if you got rid of that, it would be a 10, which is a success, right?
Still a success. Alright, well, that's one success for Fennec. That's Fennec's turn. The next walker will try and attack the remaining source of heat, Stan.
Yeah.
Making a wisdom save.
Yep.
That's an 18.
That succeeds.
So that is 2 attacks. First, bringing its kind of massive hands up and just trying to slam you down. That's a 16, which misses. And then immediately, whoosh, the cold ray races across the floor. That's an 11, which also misses. Unfortunately. Am I rolling with advantage? Oh, the cold ray isn't with advantage. I'll trust Foundry in this, that the spell for some reason isn't with advantage. Although I wonder. Alright, the second one, wisdom saving throw as well.
Yep.
That's a 9, so that one loses its attack.
Yes.
It's going to walk towards Inkblot. You could get an attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yeah.
Alright, go for it.
I'd love that, please. Oh, it's T, isn't it? So it always takes about half an hour to work out how to actually target on Foundry. What? Oh, I'm being stopped because my target is 35 feet.
Oh, sorry.
My range is only 5.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah. It's a disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
12.
12 misses. Trying to kind of sense through sound, but it's messy. With the Yeti screaming, with fighting going on, you don't get a sense. Inkblot, first up with the slam attack against you.
Okay.
Ooh. No, that should still do it. It's found to being a little bit dumb.
Not with advantage, I can see.
Yep, no, not with advantage. Alright, this. Why is just doing this? Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, come on. Why are you doing this? Alright, that's an 8, which apparently misses.
Misses.
And the cold ray comes off with an 11. Really low rolls against Inkblot at this point.
Trying to like scrabble along the rock as like all of these coming towards me, trying to get over to Fennec and Stan.
And as
also running away from a yeti.
as the slam misses, as the cold ray misses, you're kind of stumbling away, and then inevitably you glance at the creature, and as you do, a bright light encompasses the space around you. Please make a Constitution saving throw, as well as the Yeti, actually, which would be really fun.
Save. So
The Yeti is blinded. All right.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right. You are good. You can still see. You managed to kind of look away at the right moment, but you can hear and see the Yeti at this point being like as it tries to like understand what the hell is going on. That's its turn. This one will try and attack Stan as well. Wisdom save. That's going to be an 18.
Yes,
So the hit does go through. And that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
That's 15 points of bludgeoning and cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the second attack is a 17, which misses. I would say at this point make another Constitution saving throw, Stan, because they're constantly pumping out this blinding light. So we'll see if you get a moment here to see. Still blinded.
Okay.
And with that, Stan, it's your turn. You just hear around you that kind of Dementor sound of just life, blood, and warmth being sucked away.
Okay. I heard Fennec go down, so in my blindness, I'm going to reach out across the floor and grab probably Fennec's leg.
Sure.
And this is so dire. I'm going to use Lay on Hands. I'm going to give Fennec 45 hit points.
All right.
Thanks.
As my action. In that moment, it's only 6 seconds. As Fennec comes to, I'm just going to yell out, Fennec, can you like teleport us out of this? Is that an option? Or I assume I get. Okay. How? I can't see.
Anyway.
Do I remember before I was blinded how far the drop down this side of?
I'm gonna say it's probably around 5 feet. Let's say.
Oh, 5 feet. Oh. Okay. Oh, I thought. Okay.
What can I do? It's been so long.
What can I? Yeah.
How many hit points did I get? 42?
45.
Amazing. What a world.
Is this? I don't know what that achieves. I'm just trying to think.
I can summon an
I'm just thinking it.
Add
I
another.
spent so much time thinking about this in between, and I feel like I need to be really careful. And I thought it might be a larger drop, so I thought it might be more helpful if I want to get away, and I could try and take all the reactions so that they don't have any, and then Fennec can run. But then I will probably go down. But if I'm going to be out for a round, I'm going to go down this round anyway, so someone needs to get me back up.
They take those attacks of opportunity with advantage, though. Remember, all of them.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to go down this round anyway.
Oh no.
I'm not really allowed to ask for help. I'm just thinking. I don't know, but I think it's going to happen. And I just wonder if Fennec.
Wait, where's the order of people? Let me see.
Yeah,
It's a little fist icon on the top right there.
Boy. Oh yeah, no, I know. I've been playing Foundry for years, my friend. I may have asked a question, but don't you dare doubt my knowledge.
It was for the audience, I understand completely.
I'm just so torn because the thing I can do to protect myself means that people who don't attack me attack Fennec. Because
What are you doing?
No, I know. Do I do something stupid? Maybe I do something a bit stupid. Not fully stupid.
I will try and support whatever you do. I've got a few ideas. None of them have solidified in my head yet, but I have a few options.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay.
It's my bonus action.
All right.
Which apparently I need to target myself for. This might be really stupid and I think I'm gonna go down, but I think that's how it's anyway. So I'll cast Sanctuary on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to do a Wisdom saving throw? It's popped up on my screen that my GM is asking me to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
But that seems to be against my... Oh, it's because I've targeted myself.
Yeah, it should be fine. Just ignore it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then... I don't know, does that help though?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So just to be clear,
Mm-hmm.
Ella, I
Yeah.
do have an ability to teleport us away somewhat, just not far away.
Okay.
But
Oh.
also it's not for a while.
Yeah, but that's still helpful to know though. In
Mm.
that case, well, I shouldn't.
You would know. It's dimension
Yeah.
door. I have dimension door.
Okay. Well, I've called out anyway that I think that would be really helpful right now.
Okay.
In that case, I guess I cast Sanctuary. Poor Fennec.
I mean, Fennec is prone on the floor currently, and they are all focused on you, Stan.
Yeah. Okay, I'm staying where I am.
Okay.
Sorry, Fennec.
All right. So, the Yeti screams. Suddenly, the world in his eyes has gone dark. He does not understand what the heck is going on. He will pummel forward, trying to attack.
Not me.
Inkblot, roll a d100 for me. If it's, let's
No.
say if it's below 50, then it attacks you. If it's above 50, it attacks the cold.
Come on. I want a nice solid 73. Give it to me. Oh, that's okay. 56.
That's
All
great.
right. So in a kind of a straight line, it pummels forward, kind of ending up right there. And as it does, it's gonna do a claw attack against. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it does 31 points of damage. Barely. The Cold Light Walker manages to stay up. Is that? Oh, that's. Wait a minute. Yeah, a lot of that damage. The claws on the Yeti seemingly are also kind of magically frosted over, let's say. They're almost kind of made of ice, seemingly. And as the Yeti rips through, you can see that it's not quite hurting the Cold Light Walker as much. So that's actually gonna be 12 instead of 31. Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
That's strange. All right. All right, that's the Yeti's turn because he is kind of going crazy. Inkblot, you are up.
Oh, this has changed so much of my plans. I need to double check a spell now. I'm sorry, team. I'm so sorry.
No, not at all.
I had
mean-
a plan, and now the plan is different.
The situation was exactly the same for my plan, and I still took a lot of time to decide to do what I think now is the wrong thing. But there we go.
No, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. I just need to find a complicated spell because it's got a certain thing on it. Come on, find that spell. Kai.
You just keep hearing the kind of Wookiee-like scream of the Yeti echoing throughout the complex. You're pretty sure that, I mean, if creatures here weren't alerted to what is happening, then they definitely are now.
I know that Stan and anyone near Stan can't be frightened. Is that correct? I know that because that's a thing.
Mhm.
Is that yeah? Okay. Sorry, I can't see your face because I'm on the wrong screen.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
scared.
Yes, correct.
I have literally no idea where I put your faces on my computer. You're there. You're there. Okay. Okay. Do I...
What are you doing? Do I have to bring in the timer?
No. No.
This might be the last time we get to play these characters.
That's true. That's very true.
Okay. Is this smart or is this stupid? I have to... Let me just double check the spell and the wording, because that will be really important.
As Fennec kind of shakes off the actually a little bit hardened ice that was coming across your body. It's strange. It was almost like you were being frozen by these creatures. But now that the blood is pumping again, the warmth has returned, you kind of shake yourself loose. Inkblot, what are you doing?
Oh, team, I'm so sorry. Okay, that's not going to help you. That's just going to... Okay. I was like, oh, I can give everyone disadvantage on the attack rolls, but they have advantage, so it doesn't really do anything. So instead... Alright, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my spectral hand to try and push this ghost thing away from me. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to like push it, like force it away.
All right.
So it needs to make a strength save of 17, I believe.
That's a 12.
12. Okay, so it is pushed. I cannot remember how far because it's been so long. Manifest mind. Nope. Telekinetic. I push it. Oh, I push it 5 feet away from me.
All right.
Okay, that's my bonus action. Can I scoot there? Can I go like that? Oh,
yeah, you can.
Without getting... Oh no, I'll get into its attack range still.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could get there. Yeah, okay. I'm going to shout. No, because I know you're going to do that. I'm so sorry, everyone. Okay. Panicking. Not sure what to do. I'm going to try and clear out some of these guys.
All right.
And I'm going to move. Can I get them in a thunderbolt? A lightning bolt?
You can get 3 of them,
Yeah.
I think. If the only issue is that the wall might be in the way.
I think I can. I just ruled it out. And
Okay.
I think I could. And if not, I'll move.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to cast... lightning bolt at 5th level.
Go for it.
Oh, is this the right thing to do? I'm trying to set the target, but I keep missing them. Come on. I keep rolling past them all. I know I can get 3 of them. Sorry, everyone. There we go. No. Oh, God, can you see this?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, lightning bolt.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage. The lightning arcs, you kind of just like, from the safety of the cliff edge there, or the cave edge, you just unleash it.
Oh,
yeah, they
Great!
all fail.
Eradicate.
7,
3 of
16,
them.
and 7. So yeah, you... So now you don't quite know what happened, but you just hear this arcing through the bodies, and then just kind of slumps as they all fall.
Then I'm going to go 10,
That's awesome.
25,
That's great.
30, and I'm going to scream out from here, follow my voice! I can protect us, you just need to get to me! And that's my turn.
All right. With
Sorry
that...
that took so long.
So at this point, Fennec would... Well, yeah, Fennec's up. Stan will be...
It's still lying on the ground.
Yeah.
So-
They're attacking you, Stan. So a
Great.
wisdom save because of the sanctuary, which is a 15.
Fail.
They turn towards Fennec again.
Oh, he's lying like he's dead.
Well, they sense warmth re-entering his body. They're not, they're not mindless entirely, or rather, they are fixated on a certain thing, a certain source of heat.
I'll throw up my shield.
All right.
Panic.
So the first attack will be with disadvantage. Why is it saying that? Oh yeah, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's why. There you go. Oh, that should have been. There you go. That's an 18 to hit. That is 31 points of bludgeoning and cold damage. Second attack.
Can I choose to drop Sanctuary?
That is a good question. Let's see what the spell says.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Mama Terry.
I mean, it's not a concentration spell. For 1 minute. That's a
Rewarded
good
creature
question.
makes an attack. Cast a spell that deals damage to another creature.
Wait, it lasts for 1 minute and it's not concentration. Oh, if you make an attack. Yeah, that's why you have to. Yeah. Oh, but I didn't.
That's right, you find loopholes.
No, but I recast it because I thought I had to each round. But I didn't actually make an attack or do anything with it.
Yeah,
Well,
just
now
like
we
that.
know. This is a learning experience.
So can I give myself back the spell slot?
Oh yeah, the spell slot definitely you can take back.
Okay.
I'm not a horrible person. I'm gonna say sure. Let's say that.
The cameras aren't rolling.
I'm gonna say yeah, sure. You can for the sake of now, we'll look this up, but you can drop Sanctuary if you wish to.
Do that.
All right. In which case, they will attack you, Stan. So that's the second attack. That's going to be the Cold Ray. So that is a. No, I've lost connection to the server. That's fun. What is happening, Foundry? Come on. Trying to, kill these. 18 misses.
Yeah.
As the arc of kind of cold energy pierces past you, another cold light walker right next to you also kind of pulls back its hood and slams down with a critical hit. That is 39 points of bludgeoning and cold damage.
Okay.
Actually low for that's quite a lot of. Wow, 48 was the first roll, and it's 1133. And then a lot of 3s afterwards on the other one, so
I'm
that was a
loving
luck
these
there.
digital dice today.
And the second attack, the cold ray sweeping through, that's a 15, which misses.
Miss.
All right. At this point, Fennec, you are prone on the floor, but alive, just barely. What are you doing?
I guess I attack. No, I don't. Wrong. I remember the thing my friend said.
Can I say, you see that Stan is like, bare, like,
I guess this is the end.
I cast fireball on myself.
I go out as I came into this world. Chaotic. Okay. So, yeah, I guess I remember to do dimension door. Okay.
All right. So you're leaving? You're kind of...
Oh,
teleporting?
yes.
All
We're
right.
leaving. 500
Okay.
feet. However
You're
long
taking
we-
Stan with you.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Because
So where are you flying? Or
how much?
teleporting.
500 feet.
How much is it?
Yeah.
$4.75.
I mean, you have to be. Do you have to be able to see 20 spot within range?
When you can visualize.
When you can visualize? Well, you could, for example, visualize the. I think the furthest point would either be going up through the kind of floor and going back into the room with the panel, or you could go into the. Sorry?
Where's Inkfoot?
I'm like 35, 40 feet from you.
And how are you doing? Can I see you, or are you still invisible?
No, I'm visible. I'm like tucked up behind the wall.
Okay.
So actually, that's a good point.
Well, by the wall. Classic signal of feeling safe and.
There you go. So there's a couple of places you could go into the hot kind of water pool that you walked past when you just entered the space. You could go into the kind of hallway behind that, or you could go straight up into the rooms above you, or somewhere in this space. Or you can stay.
My brain is so fried for decision making. I really want to go into the hot water pool, but that's only because me, Ariella, wants to go into a hot water pool.
Ah, spa day.
So, you know what I mean? Like, talk about metagaming. I'm cold. Okay, where do I think that Stan would want to go?
Just anywhere that's not right next door to these things.
Okay.
Is really the.
Let's just go in the water. We're gonna go to the water.
Okay. So both you and Stan.
It begins to boil. You die. Like lobsters, but it's painful.
There you go. With a just kind of a sudden. Stan and Fennec both disappear from sight, Inkblot.
Right.
The two of you reappear next to the hot, steaming, quite calm looking.
Sorry, if I'm.
Oh no!
Oh.
Pick a time to freeze.
Oh, not good.
Looks like she's repping though.
There we
You're
go.
back.
You're back.
So what I was gonna say is I'll probably flick Inkblot a mental message to say where we're going. I won't just disappear.
Okay.
I'll be like, we're off to this place, and then
Your
And then
messages.
pop
Bye.
All right. Well, with that added security, Fennec, anything else you wish to do on your turn?
no.
All right.
I think
With
enough.
that, the Yeti will make another Constitution saving throw to see if he's blinded. He is no longer blinded, so that's nice. But the Cold Light Walker will attack the Yeti. being right next to each other. First with the slam, 15 does hit. Bludgeoning damage against the Yeti. Again, the cold doesn't seem to do anything. But they're at least fighting. But it seems like, this is probably not going to last for a while. It's two equal forces kind of meeting. It's not doing anything. The bonus action again, he's going to try and blind the Yeti. The Yeti makes the saving throw this time. All right, with that, this one will walk towards you, Inkblot.
I would like to just say that I'm not looking at it.
Okay, sure.
Knowing what happens, I'm like turning away. Yeah.
I will say turning away is not enough to dodge. It's kind of...
Oh, you don't have to look at it. It's just...
Nope. It's a bright light. It's like, you can't quite, like... If there's a bright light, even if you're trying to not look at it, if it surrounds you, it just penetrates. It's a magical effect.
Okay.
But first off, there's 2 attacks against you. The first one, just the straight roll, will be a 7, which misses. The second, a cold ray. It's a 15.
I will throw up my shield.
Okay. So that just barely you kind of push your hands up and hold the wall of force against the...
As I realise that looking away does nothing. So I've got an AC of 20 for this round.
All right. And the blinding light will be a Constitution saving throw for you.
It's 12.
12 is not enough. You are blinded until its start of its next turn. All right. Stan. Both of you, I mean, even surrounded by the kind of hot steam and the sounds of the pool next to you, you can still hear the fighting. It's quite close nearby. The door in front of you is open, as are all the doors in the complex. What do you wish to do?
So are we in a room that's like just next door to
Yep.
the... Okay. I need to do some healing. So I'd have spent more time working out what I was going to do. To be helpful. How can I sense how far away Ink is? We travelled it. Am I within 30 feet of him?
Yeah, you would probably... It's probably more 60, 70, something like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard to tell through the...
Yeah.
I mean, you can take an action and really try and pinpoint.
I would not like to do that. Okay, I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
It's a 3rd level spell, and I'm going to. So that's my action.
Mm-hmm.
It's not at all exciting. And then bonus action. I'm gonna heal myself. 2d6. Which I don't know how to roll that.
If you click on the 2d6 there... Oh, there you go. You should do something.
I see.
9 points of healing for the both of you.
I think it is just one.
Okay.
It's just me rather than Fennec as well.
Okay.
Sorry, Fennec.
All right, so Stan takes 9 points of healing.
Yeah, and that, I mean, I think that's... I might move, within the room, I'd like to move closer to the door,
All right, sure.
I think.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
And try and listen carefully. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I can do at this point.
All right. The aura moves with you, I
It
think.
does.
Yeah, there you go. And you're kind of there.
Yeah.
All right. with that, it's Paul's turn. Paul really wants to go home. The fun thing is that, yeah, Paul is. Let's see. Let's roll a die and see what Paul does. All right. So, Inkblot, you watch as kind of Paul now seeing things. And as they're kind of fighting, they can see that the cold against cold isn't working. And there's also almost a sense of recognition, perhaps, in Paul, what he is doing. There seems to be fear in his kind of feral animal but icy eyes. And Paul is going to start running, and he's going to dash. And you can see Paul trying to get and push himself and his massive kind of furry body through the tunnel. Hopefully you will remember that the pool of water was connected to another pool of water outside. But with that, he does get some attacks of opportunity. So the first one being +5 to hit. 21 does hit. It's a tiny bit of damage. Second one would be another that misses. All right, so one hit, one miss, and then it is Inkblot's turn. And as Paul is running, all these walkers are now slowly focusing on you. You can see them kind of turning their hoods, kind of unnaturally cracking towards you as they start walking towards you. What do you do?
So, if I remember correct, I had my manifest mind out. I think it was above everyone where they were fighting.
Right.
If I remember correct, I feel like that's something I did. Because I was like, I need to cast a spell directly on top of them. So I can see through that. It doesn't cost an action. I can just see through that. So I can see these two here. These guys. I can see this guy in front of me. Can I see the one that was up here?
Let's quickly check. Yeah, you would be able to see that he is, just there.
So I can see. So that does change what I'm going to do. So the guy in front of me. The guy in front of me has just taken a reaction, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's
I've
true.
heard it strike something.
Yep.
Well, I've seen it strike something.
Yeah, you can see through the awakened mind.
Okay, so I'm gonna run.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up to my Yeti buddy. I don't know who you are, but I think you have the right idea. And I'm going to, as I get to this point here, I'm going to throw up a wall of force.
Okay.
And I'm going to block off all the way up to the ceiling, as many as I need, a wall.
All right. Yeah, it's a weird experience watching yourself kind of move. You're unsure really. It's a strange kind of, like a controlling a video game character, kind of running and trying. But yeah, you managed to perceive enough through the awakened mind that you claw out a wall of force separating the walkers from the rest of you. Anything else, Inkblot?
I'm just going to, as I put out my hand and the wall of force like shimmers into existence and invisible, I'm just going to say, I hope you are on our side, but we are safe for now. Please don't hurt me.
All right. With that, the walkers start moving forward, and they will all kind of dash towards the wall. And you can just see them just walk forward, trying to reach you, and then just doom, as nothing happens. And then they just stand there, their kind of beacon of light staring towards you. This one as well. Yeah, yep, it's not. Yeah, there we go. And it's Fennec's turn. You hear Inkblot speaking something nearby, fairly nearby. You can. You're still blinded, aren't you? No, you're not. You can definitely hear the Yeti coming down the tunnel, kind of howling in wounded rage. Heading your way, in fact.
Well, I would probably go to the mouth of this place.
Mm-hmm.
The door.
All right.
That's 15 feet. I'm gonna quickly look. Can I see? What do I see here? Where's the Yeti?
Mm-hmm.
Ah! There it is. And where's Inkblot? Do I see her?
You don't. You guess that Inkblot is just kind of somewhere behind there, like just to the left of the Yeti.
Does the Yeti appear to be just running away still?
Yeah, but he is feral and angry and wounded, and he is trying to make its way. Like, if you have ever cornered an animal, I'm sure we've all done it. I mean, come on, we're old people. It's that kind of energy, you know. It's trying to escape. It's gonna attack whoever is in its way.
Okay. Good times. Well, I might have some good berry wine.
Okay.
I might start drinking.
Feel sensible, so I can help.
I just want to see this Yeti running towards this corridor, and Fennec, he's just standing there, just chugging a big bottle of Merlot.
He just looks out, shakes his head, and just swings some
Nope. Cool. Why can't I have to target myself? Ridiculous. Ridiculousness. Ridiculous. There we go, did it. Fucking legend.
You are a legend.
Thanks. Okay. Cool. Your
All right.
1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier.
There you go.
Okay. 20 plus bonus. What is my spellcasting
Plus
modifier?
8.
Thank
Oh.
you.
If it's the good berry wine,
Yeah.
each glass is 20 hit points.
Oh, there you go. That's much more straightforward.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's good berry. That's for good eating a good berry, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one
So
you
the
cast
good berry
rather than-
wine, you get 20 hit points. When you
20
drink
hit
it.
points.
When you scull a glass in 6 seconds, 20 hit points.
Great.
Just like real life.
I feel so much better now after downing this glass of wine. Large glass, obviously.
And is that was a bonus action? Oh.
It's an action to drink a potion.
Okay, fine.
This isn't Critical Role. Anything else?
I'm gonna back up a bit because I don't want to get hit by the Yeti. So.
All right. Okay. At this point, I believe.
Oh, I'm gonna also call out. We're coming, Blot.
At this point, Inkblot, make a Constitution saving throw to see if you are still blinded or not, because it's the walker's turn. Start of its turn. You can see again. There we go. With this 19, that's more than enough. These walkers just keep dashing forward and hitting the wall. You can just ding, ding, ding. Yeah, this one as well, trying to rush forward. And this one will actually target you, Inkblot, and the light can still penetrate the wall. I mean, it's not gonna bounce away.
Hold on, let me check out the word of the spell.
I mean, the light is coming through, so it's just an incredibly
Nothing
Right.
physical can pass through the wall. It's immune to all damage. Can't be penetrated by dispel magic.
well. That would mean that you wouldn't be able to see out of the wall if light weren't being bouncing through it.
All right, scientist.
Ariella loves science. All right.
I genuinely do, don't we all?
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah. Science is
Science.
so that's a Constitution save.
Brought to you by.
So 12 again.
Yeah.
12 again. That means blinded again. Stan.
Switch my sight back through my spectral
yep.
mind.
Yep.
I'm gonna lay on hands
Mhm.
myself, and I'm gonna give myself 15 hit points from that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give myself bonus healing as well. However, I do that.
Oof.
Oh, a whole 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah. Every little helps, you know. And then I assume I've gathered from Fennec going through, having a look out, stepping back. I would just like to. Oh, I'm not able to get on the right thing. I'd just like to back up a little bit. And that's all I'm doing.
All right. Well, with that, the Yeti runs forward. Inkblot, you could make an attack if you wish.
No, I'm all right.
And this is going to be a tight fit. Fennec is in the doorway, in the way for the Yeti. Stan is just kind of over there. I'm going to say Fennec will definitely get a kick as the Yeti's just pummeling through. It's not even like it's specifically targeting you. It's just trying to get past you. And you can just feel the claws kind of rip across you. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
My intention was to get out of the way of the Yeti.
Why didn't you move your token?
I did! I moved it back 5 feet and I said, I'm gonna get out of the way of the Yeti.
Yeah, but you're still in the doorway, 5 feet moving backwards.
Yeah, but I'm not actually there. I can't judge distances on the ground, can I?
All right. I'll say that you and Stan both walked past.
I'm not stupid, you know?
Yeah. Well, Fennec isn't, at least, right? Right? The character is always the smarter one. That's true, though. The characters are the smart ones. They know stuff that we
Have you seen
don't.
our intelligence
Oh.
scores?
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. Thanks for your benevolence, DM.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna say, let's make a roll. You're still kind of, it's a tight-fitting space. There's a large Yeti who's trying to get into a room. So let's roll a D100. I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna give you.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
So both of you take 14 points of slashing damage. Unfortunately, the D100 did come up like literally on the line. Yep.
Is it an attack? Because I've got my shield up.
Yeah, it would be. All right, so disadvantage on that.
Yeah, disadvantage.
All right, let's
Put it up in front of Fennec more than me.
So that's a
Strength or
15.
You do not hit.
All right, with a 15, it doesn't manage to both of you, either of you, to hit. And you can just see the Yeti just
Nice.
jumping into the pool and just disappearing into the steam and water. And you can hear this kind of almost a kind of satisfying kind of cat kind of, what is that, purr almost coming echoing through the pool as finally Paul the Yeti manages to escape this horrible place. All right, with this, I'm gonna say Inkblot, if you're gonna kind of, you're obviously not gonna stay there to watch yourself get blinded all the time.
I'm gonna stand back enough so I'm not in the radius of the blindness.
Mhm.
So I'll jump back. However, I will move my spectral mind to this location, and I will blast a lightning bolt through them all
Okay, there we go.
because I am sick of this.
Go for it.
Lightning bolts. Just a cheeky 3rd level. Come on. There we go.
All right.
20 points of damage.
All of them fail. But managed to, all of them are staying up. At this point, they're all still up.
If we're out of initiative,
Yeah.
she's gonna do it again.
Sure. Hurl another
You
one.
can just hear Inkblot just like cursing and like fiendish profanities just coming out of her mouth, just fucking and just blasting. I mean, I can only do it a limited time through my spectral mind, but I think I've got a couple more to go because it's my proficiency bonus. So another 3rd level.
I'm gonna say, Stan and Fennec, you kind of emerge from the room to like the Emperor Endless Power scene, kind of where it's just like lightning
Just
is.
lightning bolt crackling all around her, like pages of the book flying. I need to roll damage. 24 points of damage.
4 points damage. Yeah, the 2 middle ones there definitely get blown up. There's still 2 left. They're just kind of touching the force wall in front of you. But at this point, we are out of combat because that wall of force would be up for a while.
Minutes. Just leave us the fuck alone!
My healing lasts for. It's 1 minute where I can do bonus action healing. So can I do 8 more of those and dole them out? between
Yeah,
us?
yeah, sure.
Great.
All right. You're now just kind of, as you walk forward, you see the bright light coming from the cave out there of these 2 walkers who are just kind of just looking at you, almost hovering there, it seems like.
I'm going to once per day it would improve. Yeah, so equal my proficiency. What's our proficiency bonus? +4. So I've got 2 more spells. So I will fire. Do I have a chill touch? 3d8. That's necrotic damage.
What a poorly worded spell Chill Touch is.
Yeah.
For a thing that has
Hold
a
on.
range of 120 feet.
Yeah.
It's like,
Hold on, I'm trying to think. We've seen them take, like, they're gonna be immune or take half damage to frost, but we've not seen them take necrotic damage, have we?
I
So
don't
I don't
think you
know
have.
if they're immune to it. Can I, looking at them, can I use an action just to see if I can figure them out?
Make an Arcana check. Or history.
I'll do a history. Not
Go
done
for
one of those in a while. Cool. 12.
You can scarcely remember that there is a nation in Eberron that uses the undead often. And during the war, they specifically tried to make their kind of undead servants immune to... or rather, they tried to make them immune to necrotic damage, but it seemingly didn't work out. So, yeah, there's a chance.
Lightning bolt.
All right, go for it.
I'll use-
Endless power.
Just fed up of this. I can't even get them both in it. There we go. Ah! Oh, 34 points of damage.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
they are absolutely both dead. You can just see the old corpses that were lying dead there, or are unmoving at least, are kind of reanimated for a moment as the current pierces through them. But yeah, you are fairly certain that you have killed all of these creatures.
Fennec, in this time, Fennec could take. Sorry, I've been doing the bonuses and then
Nice.
I've added them up. Talking about so if Fennec, you take 19 hit points, Ink 18, and then I'll take the rest from.
All right.
I wouldn't have even noticed you'd given me these.
That's fine. You don't need to, as long as Barnaby's noticed.
I have noticed. How do I add 18 without 50 to 62, 70? Perfect math. Oh, that's been great. And as the final of these creatures fall, just Inkblock collapses at the same time into a heap on the ground.
Yeah, as you all kind of lie there spent. Let's take a quick break and see what happens next.
I think I need a glass of good berry wine.
That's
We probably need to rest though.
I need a long
Yeah.
rest. Like
Yeah.
those 3 lightning bolts.
Ruins.
That's a lot of spells.
well, you definitely
Yeah.
still don't. It's a mechanic. You can't long rest constantly. You can long rest.
You don't tell us what to do.
And we're back. So, as the bodies of the walkers lay before you, the kind of the sounds of battle that were coming from the complex below have also subsided. It seemed like it was probably the origin for that was the Yeti fighting something down below. Now it's just kind of eerily quiet, except for the hiss of the steam from the nearby pool of hot water there, as well as the hiss of and kind of the pipe sounds that are coming throughout the complex as this place still whirs and works. So, what do you wish to do?
Inkblot pulls herself from the ground. That was a little bit of a wake-up call, I think. I was not prepared for such ferocious creatures.
No.
I'm a little bit shaken and I'm worried about what else we could encounter down here.
Sorry about all the doors.
Well, we're in. We don't have to worry about any more of them. Was that a hot spring through there?
Yeah, we should bathe, right?
Yeah.
Or is that's not sensible?
I could bathe.
Yeah, let's bathe.
Inkblot's just gonna walk
Lovely.
over, start like
Oh,
taking off her blouse and just like undress and just walk in.
Yeah. Nice Inkblot, nice. I'm gonna join Inkblot, and as usual, as I take off my boots.
Turn around and show off that rippling.
Well, usually, I don't know. It's just you don't get the opportunity to see me completely with my shirt off. Is that true? I don't know.
I feel like that can't be true.
How often does Fennec take off his shirt?
Oh, he's very modest. So anyway, he takes off his shirt, and he's been sweating. It's been hard. So
You've never seen abs have abs?
yeah, no, it's his 8-pack looks slick. It's like the Thor movie, but 3 times more.
3 times the Thor movie.
Cool.
I get into the water, and I'm like, hey.
Hey, I was thinking, should I see if I can find a way to close the door so we're at least protected while we rest? And she sinks in lower.
Yeah, that's a good idea. But you do that. Stan, get in here.
Oh, fine. I'll pull myself out of the water and I'll head over to the door and I'm just going to see if there's a way to close it.
What's Inkblot sexuality?
Yes, that of
You
Stan.
don't know.
No?
Sounds like
Alright, fine, never mind. Hey, Inkblot.
What? As I'm like naked trying to close this door.
Never mind.
Inkblot, make an investigation check. If you're just looking, if you're actively trying to like shut it, then this would be different. But
I'm going to look to see if I think it's possible to do it.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's possible.
looking at the door and the mechanism inside, and it kind of that's built into the walls of this place, you get a sense that it is controlled from a central, some kind of a central system. It's meant to be remote. There is something that is holding the force of the door back at this point. So you could possibly disable it and allow the door to slam shut and for it to be very difficult to open again. but it would be kind of, you're kind of breaking the mechanism to do this. The natural state of these doors seemingly would be like blast doors to be shut.
Right. Okay. So if I managed to close it, it'd be potentially very difficult to
Yeah.
reopen. Okay. I stand up, realize that I'm very naked, and run and dive into the water.
Sure. It is scalding hot, but I think because you've been through so much at this point, you...
I'm resistant to fire.
Oh, there you go. So for you, it's like a mild...
This is a tempered bath.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is there a hot tub?
But it is very, very pleasant. It just seems to kind of burn away all your fatigue and all your aches deep in your bones.
I will leave my spectral mind out in the room we were just fighting, and just so I know if something comes, we know we have a bit of forewarning. Warning. It's been a very long time since I left with you that we've really had a chance to rest. And I mean, I've not properly done any research or studied extensively for so long. Is adventuring life always like this? Is this what it was like before I met you, just constantly on the move?
Yeah, I mean, I think in my mind, I've sort of counted the time we spent in that hall in the morning as a mini break in the scale of things.
Really?
We had almost 24 hours, didn't we, without fighting anything? So that's,
that's probably right. Yeah, that's about right. There's fascinating in there.
By our record, that's pretty much it, really. It's it's a lot.
How do you? I think I've been running on adrenaline and excitement of just getting out of libraries and being able to use all of these incantations which I've studied over the years. This is the first time that for a long time, I feel like I've missed that stuffy old university.
Oh yeah. I was going to say, why do you say that? But I mean, we just nearly died.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the. I mean, not that this whole thing is exhilarating all of the time. I do have to say, I did loathe being in the Mournland. It was kind of like being back at the university, so oppressive and so scared that doing the wrong thing could just cause the pain or someone to tell you off, or I don't know. I didn't like it there.
No, I felt that like everything was wrong.
Yeah.
Even just standing there and breathing that air, sometimes it just felt wrong in your body.
Stan, I'm gonna swim over to you. How do you feel in your own body?
Is this flooding?
Oh.
We all know Fennec's new goal.
It's never come up, and we've been hanging out for a while, Anyway, it doesn't have to. All right.
Look, if Fennec wants to ask the question, that is for Fennec to ask.
I know. Just we nearly died. You know what I mean? I thought I'd wait.
Stan hasn't got in the water, and she's just kind of sat at the edge and still sort of sitting cross-legged in her sort of bloody armor, and just kind of still glancing at the door a little bit.
Absolutely, if you've done that, I'm definitely pulling you in. 100%.
How deep is the bottom? And remember, I can't swim. Carry on.
I don't know that.
I mean, it is definitely very, very deep.
Is it like a little shoreline?
A very short, like sudden drop. So there's a little bit of room. But
terrifying. Oh my god, what's at the bottom of this thing? Yeah, I won't pull you in, Stan. I'm not homicidal. But yeah.
I'd like to dip your feet in at least. It's lovely.
Don't do it, Stan.
Oh, sorry. Don't do it. That would be a bad thing. What?
Well, I know how afraid you are of water.
Oh.
It's not, I'm not afraid of water. I feel like saying afraid of water makes it sound like it's an irrational fear. I'm not, irrationally afraid of water. I just know that if I go in deep water, I will drown.
Well,
and that's knowledge rather than an irrational fear.
Sure, except logically, if we're going to be logical, you know how much I love to be logical. How are you ever going to? Yeah. How are you ever going to learn how to swim if you don't get into the water?
I mean, I've got a hat now that helps me breathe underwater. So, do I ever need to learn how to swim?
So you're saying that you're not afraid? Great, get in.
Well, what if she sinks to the very bottom and she can't swim back up?
Well, then she'll be able to breathe forever, I guess, and she won't be afraid.
You'd be trapped at a very deep pit of boiling water.
Is it boiling?
Well, it's warm. Well, I mean, I assume this is warm for me.
I barely feel it, but you know me, rugged.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead. Is
you can help.
Is Fennec lying?
Nah, I'm fucking buff.
Yeah. There were where I'm from.
Anyway,
where I'm from, it's quite volcanic, and I think my family were quite used to pools like this. And I mean, me being who I am, where you're from, I don't. I'm surprised that you can withstand heat like this.
Oh, you know me. I all elements really.
Oh.
No matter what they are, very cold, very hot. The other ones, I just roll off me like water off a duck's back because of my masculinity. That's how men talk, right?
I think Fennec has a very specific way of talking.
I mean, I've definitely met men who talk like that, so
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, thanks for asking though.
I hope you don't.
Go on. Is it a personal question? Go on.
Well, in light of what has just happened, I do fear that, and perhaps this is your masculinity, perhaps you were a little bit reckless with what has just transpired. We were all hidden and invisible. The creatures were fleeing from us, and I have to admit, I did not realize how strong they would be. I thought we would have no problem slaying them, but you were very brave that you exposed yourself so quickly in that battle.
I'm going to get out of the pool. I'm going to shape the water off my body in one go. I'm going to sit cross-legged with my shirt off. And I'm going to have a rest.
Yeah, you can definitely have a short rest if you wish to do that. Whoever else wishes to join in.
Just to be clear, I was avoiding what you're saying.
Oh, I know.
Great.
She won't pry.
Good talk.
Do you do that as well?
Yeah.
You're missing.
This is the preparation. Gotta keep them fit. This smells bad.
I'm glad you sprayed so much. Yes, I will take a short rest.
All right. So yeah, whoever wishes to
Yeah.
do it,
Me too. And I will
Mhm.
take off my shoes and dangle them in the water. Dangle my feet in the water, not my shoes.
Facing your fears.
I would say after an hour of hanging out there, it does become a little bit less pleasant just because of the kind of scent of sulfur that would be in the air and this kind of constant. It makes it a little bit of nauseous, really. But still, an interesting experience nonetheless. And all of you roll so many dice and get back so many hit points.
There we go.
All right.
I can get back up to a 6th level spell.
So, anything else that you wish to achieve today?
Are we wanting to explore these caves, this complex thing further? Or do we want to maybe head back up to Zook?
Oh, sorry. I'm selecting a spell. I feel like it's gone quite quiet around here. I could turn us all invisible again, I think. 2, 3. Yes, I could turn us all invisible again. And we could explore. We still need to find the gate, the portal down here. Try to close it somehow.
Yeah, we do.
Have I misunderstood? I thought it was the last one that needed to be opened.
Well, yes, sorry, that's what I mean. The opposite of what I said.
Yeah, also, yeah, me too.
The heat has gone to my head. To find a way to prevent it from opening, destroying perhaps whatever device or...
Easy to mix up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
So
And
yeah,
doing
we
that.
do need to keep exploring.
Okay. Because we just need to be aware that if we run into any more danger, we don't really have the reserves to do much about it.
If you stay behind me, if we should get into any problems, I could set up a barrier to give us the ability to escape.
Okay.
So as long as we stay together, I could turn us invisible. I suppose I could also send my mind through. If all the doors are open, I could send my mind through the facility, see if I can locate this place.
Okay.
That could be helpful.
We're rolling in plans.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a now thing. Would it be helpful if maybe at some point soon, Fennec, you scryed on Ivan?
Good idea. Yeah, I'll do
maybe
that.
so we could get a sense of how much time we have if he's really nearby or
I'll do it right now
that kind of thing.
before
Okay.
I rest.
I mean, you've definitely already rested.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm not going to do it. Okay. I probably need to save.
No, you should save
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
Well, shall I send my mind throughout this place, see if we can at least get a general sense of which direction we should go?
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good.
So I want to send my spectral mind, which can go 300 feet from me,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to send it down each of the corridors just to see if I can find, looking around, see if I can find anything that may resemble what we're looking for in terms of where the portal might be.
Okay. So, a few things. Kind of towards east, down where you see the greenish hue there. You do see there's this kind of toxic cave opening there. You see green moss growing on the walls, almost kind of like tar or pitch-like, where it's just kind of very sticky and alien looking. And you can also spot inside. Well, actually, make a general perception check as you go through. We'll say that this is
Yeah, it makes sense.
this is for all of the complex. See how much information you gather.
Perception. I'm not good at this. Anything I can do to help me with this? Okay, no.
All right.
14.
It's pretty good. The 14, you do notice inside this particular green kind of moss alien cave, there is what seems to be another one of these consoles that you saw at the very top level of this kind of complex. And there seems to be kind of a blinking red light as if it's just waiting to be activated, but it's all overgrown with this green toxic slough. Going down the let's say the one that goes directly north, you see a large kind of centrifugal type room almost, made of smooth metal and kind of copper alloy that extends in lines across the walls and floors of this place. You get a sense that this, I mean, as well as looking down, you see this massive hole. So this is probably opening into another level, and there's this constant steam rising from this place. So let's say, with the 14, I'll say, it seems like this could be some kind of a heatsink type room that, if activated, would kind of blow up this massive plume of warmth and heat and steam. Going down the left side tunnel, you find another kind of larger hallway. All these blast doors are opened. However, you do reach this one kind of opening, and you do see inside 4 kind of skeleton beings that are all kind of standing there unactivated almost, just kind of not breathing, but definitely there's light in the pinpricks of light are kind of in their eye caves there. One of them especially, you see kind of almost this shadow essence that's slithering in the between the skeleton's ribs. There's this constant motion, like an eel inside of a carcass, just kind of living, gliding in this liquid step. Going forward, you find another room just beyond the big centrifugal room here. And this seems to be another one of these. Another one of these rooms that house a blinking kind of console panel. You also see a red dragon shard that's been hooked up to this console, held aloft by some kind of unseen arcane crackling lightning energy in a kind of a glass vat, but otherwise the room is empty. Continuing on, you find the last room in this level, which would be just this again. The constructors probably used the natural caves of this place. So there's a natural cavern that opens up into another smaller kind of hallway that leads down into another whole level.
Below.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Going back to the big, I can't remember what you call it, the big center room.
Yep.
What happens if I send my mind down that hole?
What's the range on it?
300 feet.
300. So yeah, flying your mind down, and let me quickly find the map. Yep. We have this. Yeah. So you would find this kind of basically a pool of water below there. This what must be the source of power to the various equipment that's been built into the mountain. There's this pool of bright, kind of almost icy looking, warm water that you actually took a bath in recently. That same type of water. You see below the surface 4 turbines that are constantly whirring at an insane speed, stirring the water. It's some sort of mechanism, and the dome above it is meant to kind of take in all the steam that it's giving off.
What is this place?
I mean, looking around, you see also there's this larger opening going to the north at this level, and there's a smaller hallway going to west. But I'm gonna say that's a little bit outside your range.
Okay. This place seems to be collecting the heat and the steam, but there's also these dragon crystals that it's using for power or to power. I found the way down to the next level. If we wish to continue. When I was in the room with the consoles, if my mind sort of hovered over it for a while, could I get a sense of sort of what it is? Is there any writing? Is there any, like, not instruction manual, but can I get a sense of what that might be doing? Like, and the crystal, does it look like it's pulling energy out of the crystal or putting energy into the crystal?
Make an Arcana check, I'm going to say with disadvantage, because you're not actually there to prod and poke and really take a look, so you're only observing.
It's a natural 1.
Well, 10, still pretty good. It seems as if the crystals themselves are inert at this point. That the consoles are meant to activate them in some sort of sequence.
So, I think it would be dangerous to activate this place at the moment. With all these doors open, I reckon there's a huge amount of heat that would be coming from this central chamber and will wipe out whatever's down here. We need to be very careful. I think...
No, is that something to do with what Ivan's got to do? Will he need to activate those consoles?
Well,
maybe?
I'm wondering... I was looking over that prophecy that you spoke about. Do we remember which one this one is? Is it the 5th star cutting the heavens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, do we take it as... So this is an observatory that looks at the stars. If this observatory was the star, is all of this here to make power to cut into the heavens, to cut through the material plane and to another realm? I don't know, but I suppose that's also a very good point, Stan. To get to the portal, you have to activate it, but
it can't be as straightforward as we take the crystals away and then, oh, sorry, no, you're locked out, Ivan. Bad
I
luck.
was
Give up.
just thinking that's probably not a bad idea.
Might as well do it anyway. Can we destroy
Very
this?
slightly. Oh, if we could, I mean, that would. I do worry a little bit that so far we've come in here and, yeah, killed a lot of the things that would stop someone getting to a portal.
Let's be real though, Ivan can probably mow through these critters with all his firepower and cultists.
It's true, but it might have tired him out a bit, ready for us to strike. But
Right.
regardless.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should descend to find out what's down there, and I wonder if we be prepared to camp within here tonight.
Okay.
I suppose, well, we are close to the top of the observatory, so. My other thought was I could take us to Arcanix. We could speak to the people there.
I really want to see this through. I don't think we have the time to.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think we need to. We need to foil Ivan for a change. Just once, you know?
I agree. I guess it comes back to if there was any way we could know how much time we do have, I suppose, for me.
Okay, fine. Fine, I spy.
I'm sorry, Fennec.
Fine. I've always got my Eldritch Blast, I suppose. What utility? Okay, I take out my crystal ball.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes roll into the back of my head. The mist takes over. I fall into it, into the crystal ball. Mist rolls over, like an eye closing. And I think of Ivan. Old mate Ivan.
And as you search for Ivan's presence in this kind of ethereal sea, almost trying to pinpoint him, can pick this up next session.
I'm going to cast Scrying so I don't forget that I've done
That's
that.
good. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, yeah.